You have YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Snapchat, music. These are all platforms millions of people are trying to go viral on. But there's levels to this. You can get lucky once and go viral, and that will probably change your perception of what you thought was capable of. But you can also go viral consistently, and that can change your life. You could probably help people you never thought you could help, and you could probably reach people you never thought of reaching. And there's a small group of people that only knows how to go viral, that their faces are plastered all over social media. And there's a small group of people that lives in virality. Those people changes people's lives. To their schedule, to their habits, to their lingo, to even how they see themselves or how they want to see themselves. But there's one guy that doesn't know how not to go viral. In different points of his career, he's owned the platform.
105 million. Goddamn.
But how did he do it, Matt? What made him so special? Well, it's not because he had high energy, no high production.
I am sitting on $5 million in cash and competing for it. Open the gates! Are these 2,000 contestants?
No insane personality and mannerisms.
Pass it to Pim, pass to him. Nice pass, pass to him. Oh, Curry, stop it, stop it!
But he has skills and traits that make it obvious of why he's in the conversation of being one of the greatest content creators of all time. This is the genius behind DDG. Welcome back to another episode of The Genius Behind. Now this episode, there's going to be a lot of glazing, but I don't know if you call it glazing if it's backed by facts. But DDG, if you're my age and if you look like me, I'm 20. So if you're under 30 and you've been on social media, you know who DDG is, bro, especially for like my demographic, my age group. And it's so crazy because DDG is low-key one of the most like polarizing figures on YouTube. All right, y'all know the drill. All right, listen, my black marker ran out of ink. I've probably done like 8 of these episodes. I'll do something in editing to make it work, but yeah. All right, so who is DDG? DDG was one of the first successful lifestyle YouTubers as far as like vlogging your life and making interesting storylines with all the girls he was in contact with, from like talking with his car, from like buying cars. And you really got to see DDG grow up. Like he was one of the first YouTubers to where you really grew up with him. You feel me? Like he had like a shtick. His whole thing was like, this is my life and you're living it with me. And literally, if you go back on DDG's channel and then under the Dropbox hit oldest, he still has some videos from like long ago, and you could literally watch those videos in order and like see when he got his first car and when he made his music videos and how he met his girlfriends, from him traveling and all the way to right now his son being born, which is low-key crazy. Like you can see somebody grow up on a TV show, right? Like, oh, if you go to season 1 all the way to season 10, like they're a whole different person. But seeing it online on YouTube, comment on that person's video, that's really special. Like we don't get that too often. It's happening more because content's more popular. But 10 years ago, he was one of the first, so especially black, one of the first successful black lifestyle YouTubers. Like I said in the point previous, he's been making content for over 10 years. He's been making YouTube videos. He's been making, obviously he's on Twitch. He's been on Snapchat. His whole life has been documented for an entire 10 years, right? People think that like inspired a whole generation is cool with you, but literally like LeBron inspired a whole generation. There's a whole generation of kids that had never seen the NBA without LeBron. And there's a whole generation that's never watched YouTube without DDG relevant. You could have started watching YouTube when you were 10 and you could still say that you watch DDG on a regular basis because he's been that consistent and he's been that popular for that long. Your favorite creators that are black are probably inspired by DDG in some shape, way, or form.
You don't know me, alright, nigga, we gon' see. Fuck yeah. I ain't broke, bitch, I'm
Nigga, I would come home from school like, this nigga dropped yet? I'm watching this shit like, oh bro.
Nah, that's dope.
So look, right, I'm gonna show you, then I'm gonna show the camera. What year this say?
2019.
2019. Read that. I was broke as fuck. Stand with my dudes.
Say, yo, DDG, I know the giveaway rules, but like, look, I've been grinding my ass off on YouTube and I'm trying to make it just like you did. I recently was editing on Final Cut Pro and my MacBook crashed and fixed the damages $900, which is not in my budget right now. Here's my channel. Hope you can help out.
Nigga, $900, bro. 2019, I was 16 years old.
The biggest black content creator today, Tyson Nat. Smooth DDG squad. Blackboy Max, he said he respected DDG, bro. There's a plethora. Like, if you're under 23 and you make content, there's no doubt you know who DDG is, bro. One of the first YouTube rappers. Obviously, this is not the label you want. YouTube rapper has a lot of stigma for it because it comes off as unprofessional and unofficial. But DDG's always had a passion for music. Like, he's making music for over a decade now. Why would you flex being a YouTube rapper? Look at the fucking climate of music today. There are so many creators that make music now. And DDG was one of the first 10 fucking years ago. And now 10 years later, everybody makes YouTube and makes content, right? And you gotta give him respect for that, bro. Blackboy Max, he's the biggest creator when it comes to music, rightfully so. I'm not saying that Blackboy Max was inspired by DDG or made music because of DDG. I know that's not the case, but there is an argument to be made that DDG made it easy for Max to make content and make music. I truly believe that. So yeah, he's one of the first YouTube rappers. And the last point, he's one of the most translatable content creators. Probably like Matt, what does that mean, translatable? DDG does not jump off of walls. DDG does not have crazy reactions. DDG does not have crazy sets or stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's not where his shit's based in. DDG is one of the few content creators to where you can actually take a lot of his stuff away and put it into your content. Versus Kai, they jump around. He got crazy sets. Speed is fucking speed. Queso, he's a unique case. You know what I'm saying? But DDG, you can literally take some of his shit from like his thumbnails, the way he interacts with people. He's like teach tape when it comes to content creator. So yeah, one of the most translatable content creators. Okay, bro, why is this nigga so successful on YouTube? Why does everybody that's fucking 25 and under, that's black, know this nigga's name? And why did he have the YouTube game in a chokehold for so long? Let's get into why. The first reason, and this would apply to any platform, he's been extremely consistent since day one. You know his claim to fame, you know DDG. He used to upload three to 2 times a day and low editing on YouTube, and that's why he's successful on Twitch. Consistency, consistency, consistency. It don't matter if you play sports, if you paint, if you're trying to learn language, if you're trying to learn an instrument, if you're trying to do content, if you're trying to do YouTube, Twitch, consistency will always serve you. It goes back to keeping the main thing, and DDG has been doing that for over a decade. He's been extremely consistent, from uploading 3 times a day on YouTube, from streaming 6 months straight and having a whole marathon in between that 6 months. He's always been extremely consistent. That's a character trait that's never went away. Now, granted, that was that hiatus he took when he was contemplating if he wanted to be a YouTuber or a rapper. He wanted to pick either or. And obviously, he came back to YouTube because I think that's where his heart's at. But besides those little breaks, when DDG's on, when DDG's making content, nigga, it's all gas. And that's not glazing. That's a fact. Like, nigga, if you pull up his, I'm gonna put it on screen right now. Like, look at his stream log, bro. Full of color. Every day is a stream. And when I say low editing is why he's successful on Twitch, DDG was never a freak editor, bro. All he got is the fucking, that sound effect. And hell, that was on YouTube, and he got his own sound effect on Twitch now. The boom, that's fucking DDG's. Anyway, but he's never been one to do crazy cuts, crazy title cards, crazy transitions. It's cuts, a little bit of sound effects, some text, you feel me, on the intro, and nigga, he's, as soon as that's done, he's sending it out, bro. And that's why his low edits translate so well to Twitch, because on YouTube he didn't do a lot of editing and it was pretty raw. Twitch is no editing, it's all raw. So the transition was pretty seamless for him, because it was like, oh, I was doing this shit on YouTube and I don't gotta do that shit on Twitch. Oh, bet smooth. All I gotta do is get a camera and vlog my life, what I've been doing for the last 10 years of my life. Oh, bet smooth. You feel me? And that's why he's so good on Twitch. Mastering interacting with other people, from all the way back from McQueen to his relationships to beefs to even his cars. Let's go through them one by one. He obviously beefed with McQueen. McQueen is like real. If you got to be real DDG squad to know who McQueen is, but McQueen is someone he collaborated with and someone I think he beefed with. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super deep DDG squad. You know what I'm saying? I just respect greatness. McQueen, way back then, they did some good content together back when, you know, that type of stuff is popular. Relationships from all his girls, from Kennedy Simone, Ruby Rose. Is there one more missing? Anyway, that's the big 3. From Kennedy Simone, Ruby Rose to Halle Bailey. All of those relationships helped his career. And it's not in a type of like siphoning, like he's like a leech trying to, you know, get clout off these girls. The trade-off was mutual, bro. After Kennedy met DDG, I'm sure she made a lot more money, got a lot more attention. Ruby Bros said that DDG told her to start her OnlyFans, and that's made her a millionaire.
But you know who put me on and like told me to do it?
Who?
DDG.
Wow.
Yeah, because he started it and like was teaching people how to make money on YouTube.
But what is he doing on OnlyFans?
He was teaching people how to like monetize their YouTube. That nigga made more than me.
Really?
He's made more than me.
Halle Bailey, I'm not gonna lie, she was already lit, but those other two girls, undisputed, DDG helped their careers, bro. This is being honest. Two beefs with So Illuminati, beefs with Bruce. I think that beef with Bruce really helped his Twitch career. I think so. This beef he did with fucking Reggie, that was bullshit. DDG boo tomatoes, nigga. That was so under you, bro. That was like Anthony Edwards beefing with LeBron James. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck this nigga gonna say to you, bro? And no disrespect to Reggie, bro. I fuck with Reggie. But I'm just saying, like, DDG, bro, you doing this shit for too long, bro. That shit was so under you. I hated that beef. But anyway, and even his cars, bro. He even had a relationship with his car. Nigga got actually real emotional when he had to, I think, give it away or sell it or something. Him, like, making a fake voice with his car and had a real relationship with his car. Like, you can be like, oh, that shit corny, but that shit really had niggas locked in. Like, you feel me? Those, and these are all storyline based, especially the ones with the relationships in the car. That's what like a storyline. You're literally watching him go through relationships and watching them grow closer, grow apart, and him with his car. Like, it's a funny thing, but like, nah, like that's some niggas was dead interested in. But yeah, but it goes back to mastering interacting with other people. Johnny, you feel me? DDG knew how to make that dynamic funny.
Like in your love?
Yeah.
Like on everything?
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Yeah, I ain't used to it, bro.
Huh?
I said I don't even really use Twitter like that, but alright.
Alright, yeah, just block her on everything and
And just like unblock her after.
no. If you unblock her, then you get fired.
Oh shit, nah.
Like, at the end of the day, it's all content. Playing defense when Johnny was with a girl, or him playing defense on Cinco when Cinco's with a girl.
Didn't you see me with that chain on?
Wait.
I'm honestly drunk.
I literally just walked over here with that chain. That's my chain. Stop acting like it's your chain. You want me to buy your chain, bro?
Nah, I'm damn. Let me talk to y'all. Let me talk to y'all, bro. Did you just offer to buy me a chain in front of me? Oh my gosh, did you just offer to buy me a chain in front of them? Listen, bro. Close the door, bro. Oh my god. Nah, hey, listen. Nah, real shit, what's up, bro?
And nigga, that shit was funny. My ball, he made that shit, bro. From knowing how to exploit beefs, interacting with people that way. DDG's never been the main attraction. DDG knows how to be like, interact with other people to make it funny, especially people that he's with on a regular basis. And that's why he is where he is. But yeah, he's mastered interacting with other people. That's a skill that you can learn. Now, to be honest, you don't really have to have this trait if you want to blow up. But if you want to last long when you blow up, you need these two traits. Because eventually that mask is going to crack and fall off, but niggas going to find you out for who you are, for better or for worse. You cannot record yourself 3 times a day, upload it on YouTube 3 times a day, and put a facade on. Like, bro, he's, whatever his life is what you're going to see. The good, the bad, the ugly. You feel me? But there's multiple videos of him just being real with you. Like, bro, like life with my ass, the shit I'm going through with my son, or I don't know if I do music or rapping or a lot of other stuff, but he's always been authentic and relatable since day one. And that's why his fan base feels so close to him, because he's been this way since the beginning. All right, and the last point, and the most important point, how do we know he beat the game of YouTube? Like, all this stuff's nice, but there has to be some piece of evidence that's undeniable. And here it is, bro. Look at his friends and family. His brother has 1 million subs. TT's killing it on social media, bro. His mom got a YouTube channel. They all making money. Deshae had buzz for DDG, I'm sure, but they've always been close. And Cinco's probably the hottest he's ever been on. He's killing it, bro. And these are all associated with DDG. There's also, you got Johnny, you got Wendy, you got India, bro. If you mess with DDG, if you associate with DDG long enough and you take his advice, your career is going to drastically improve. And that's not an opinion, bro. That's a fact. The best way to prove that you understand a concept inside out is to explain it to other people. You feel me? All these people down here are making money off content. Some of these people made money before they met DDG, but I'm know for a fact DDG helped these people out, and there's other people I'm missing. I think the most underrated facet about DDG is like, okay, it's one thing to DDG mastered YouTube. He was making a lot of money, right? Made him a millionaire. It's one thing to do that and then just help those around you and just give them money and fund them, whatever. But it's one thing to blow up, then show your whole family how to make money off this shit and make their own money. That's a different skill to have. And he did that successfully with TT is a young black girl, and his audience is not even close to TT's audience, but he was able to help them out. And his mom is a whole different audience. This is a whole different demographic. This is TT's audience, but older, and older women like a whole different type of thing. And for lastly, Dub and DDG have a similar audience, I'm sure, but Dub is way more like expressive. He's more storytelling, and he's more like bombastic in a sense. And he got Woo Wop. Oh yeah, and Woo Wop. But Woo Wop is more Dub than DDG. But the whole family is like, nigga, YouTube royalty, bro. I'll be honest. Like, how many families 6 deep all got platforms? And that's like the most, you feel me, honorable thing, I guess. That's like the thing I have the most respect for. Like, if I could take anything away from DDG, I don't want people to know that, yeah, I blew up and made it, but my family's rich too, and it's not just because I'm rich. And I think that's the coolest thing in the world. So yeah, this is his success on YouTube, and yeah. All right, man, you talked about why he's so dominant on YouTube. Okay, that makes sense with you. But why the fuck is a YouTuber so successful on Twitch when they're two drastically different platforms? Let me explain. Consistency. Obviously, I said in the beginning, consistency is important no matter what you do, but it's extremely important on Twitch because it's one thing to like post a video, like one person can watch 3 different videos at all different times. But Twitch streams, 10 creators fighting for one person's attention. You feel me? You gotta build that trust with that viewer, and you gotta show up because your competition is streaming when you're not, bro. And one day when you're not streaming, somebody that has a similar demographic as you could be streaming. They do something crazy and now they want to watch their stream over yours, bro. It's a competitive scene because everybody's fighting for one person's attention. So DDG's been consistent 6 months straight, bang it out, bangers, averaging 15K. You feel me? So he's been consistent. And like I said earlier, DDG low-key has been doing this IRL streaming shit. IRL's popular now, but DDG did that shit fucking 12 years ago on YouTube. So of course that nigga's gonna have a seamless transition from doing YouTube IRLing to Twitch IRLing. And he knows how to get the angles, what to do with the rule because he's been doing it so long, and he's had a fucking 10-year head start from everybody else. You feel me? So yeah, he's low-key been doing this IRL stuff. That's why his IRL content it might be the best in the game. If you take out, you know, Speed, which is an anomaly, but he's up there with like Jason has great IRLs, DDG has great IRLs. You feel me? There are a lot of creators with IRLs, and he's been doing it. Previously, I talked about interaction with other people, and DDG's so good at that. On Twitch, he really teed it up, and that's really why his content's so good. I'm gonna go through some of the people that he's interacted with and why it makes good content. All right, here we go. Johnny's a handsome guy, so every time he brings him to a function with a lot of pretty girls, he get a lot of attention. And DDG could be the type to like shun that away or be like, bro, chill, like, bro, like keep the camera on me type shit. But nah, DDG was, hold on, we can spin this, you feel me? So now every time he's with the girls, he's trying to like play defense, or Johnny can only say 3 words. But Johnny was super professional, you feel me? Johnny was cool. He actually, like, when he was a cameraman, because I know he's not now, but when he was a cameraman, he was locked in. Like, you feel me? He was really good at his job. He really found a way to profit off that dynamic, Johnny, girls, and him, especially with like Seven and Lala, to where that really makes a good concept with them together. And I don't want to say profit like DDG was leeching off Johnny. I'm sure Johnny got paid well because DDG was getting paid well. But yeah, that's just one example. Jay Cinco is like, I mean this with no disrespect. I hope niggas don't take this the wrong way. Jay Cinco's kind of like the little brother of DDG because they got similar content styles. It's a lot of IRL with pretty girls. DDG does a lot of IRL with pretty girls. And obviously Jay Cinco and Lala do a lot of content together. And I don't know if Jay Cinco met Lala through DDG. I have no idea, but that could well be the case. That could just help the point I'm making. India Love, they just finished their marathon of playing It Takes Two. DDG was the first one to have India on stream. And then Streamer U. India blew off Streamer U. and now they make a lot of content together. It was Binda Don and India Love were both talking about how DDG motivates.
I learn how to like multitask. I feel like they come with it, but right now I just feel like
Moo got that shit down pat.
Yeah,
He
he
be
do.
doing Snapchat while he this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn.
bro, he be so
get on his
on it.
level.
He be so on it. Bro, DDG a hard working ass nigga, bro. I fuck with that, bro.
For real.
From YouTube to this shit, bro.
He constantly pushes me too. Like, you can't miss a day. Come on. Like, he the reason why I'd be like,
Did you post on here? Did you record it? He always be telling me that you gotta record it, bro. All the shit you be doing.
for real.
Oh, for real. WDD in the chat.
But DDG's in India's ear, like, you gotta stream, you gotta do this, gotta do this, pop, pop, pop. I'm sure giving her the rundown of how to really blow up off this shit. And India Love has been taking the advice, and now there's a whole different side of her that we've never would have seen. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just a DDG praise. This is India's been killing it by herself, like streaming. She's a good entertainer, really opening up to the chat. That's a testament in India. And lastly, I think DDG and Wendy are beefing. But when they did go to Japan together, when they did go to Japan together, I'm sure that opened doors for DDG and it opened doors for Wendy. People can say that was pretty one-sided, that Wendy gave DDG a bunch of clout and a bunch of whatever, because DDG was tapping into that Hispanic demographic. But nigga, that's fucking wrong. It is true that I'm sure Wendy opened the door to a certain demographic that DDG didn't have before. But to say that it was one-sided, that's fuck no, because I did not know who Wendy Ortiz was until her and DDG collab. You feel me? So yeah, I think it was more mutual than people think. But these are just small examples of the different dynamic that DDG has with other people, of why his streams are so successful in Twitch. So yeah. All right, last point, longevity. You can know everything I just said previously, how to do it effectively, but still some people don't last as long as DDG has, or been this dominant. It's one thing to be relevant, but nigga, to be a top 5 streamer and a top 5 YouTuber at different points in your career, to have 2 primes, and your second prime be bigger than your first prime, how the fuck did he do it? Let's get into it. Longevity. He's always been extremely adaptable. This is a trait you gotta have if you wanna last. There was a time in 2017, 2016, where reactions were in. DDG was doing reactions. And then he went to lifestyle vlogging. That was his staple. You know what I'm saying? He was a pioneer in that. That's him. And then in the 2020s, when Twitch was popular, he did Twitch reactions, right? And then he was like, hold on, I could be on Snapchat too, make a bunch of money off Snapchat. He made a lot of money off Snapchat. And where we are today, Twitch IRLs, bro. So he's always been adaptable. Bro, if there was a new app, a new social media app that blew up tomorrow, bro, the name DDG is going to be taken, because that nigga's on that hoe, because he can see the potential in social media stuff like that. And he's never been afraid to take a risk. Whatever's hot, he jumps on it and he puts his own twist on it. That's something you gotta take into account though. Don't just hop on this shit and just copy the next man. Like, make sure you're still being authentic and relatable and injecting yourself into that product. But you go left in the dust easy, bro. You can blow up, and if you don't pivot, you will dry out. So yeah, that's reason 1. Next point, he's always stayed trendy. Whatever sounds popular, whatever's hot at the time. He makes a bunch of TikToks to his music or trending sounds. If there's a hot topic going around, he puts his 2 cents, you feel me? Trending sounds on TikTok, he's on that. Whether if Snapchat's popular, if Twitter's popular, if people making music, he makes music. People reacting, whatever's trendy, he hops on it. And I'm not saying that he's, you know, a trend hopper. If anything, he's a trend setter. Like, nigga, that boom sound effect is all over Twitch. That's him. My ball, that's all him. You know, feel me? And I'm not dick eating. That's just a fucking fact. But yeah, he's always been trendy, but he's always been a trendsetter too. That's kind of hard to balance, but yeah. All right, and the last reason, this is applicable to anything, not just content, but he always keeps the main thing. Outside of that little hiatus he took, deciding if he want to be a YouTuber or a rapper, he's always been consistent. He's always made content the focal point of his life. From doing YouTubes in his college dorm to literally watching this man and make his son blow up off content. Like, bro, he's always kept the main thing. Even though he likes making music, he found a way to incorporate music into his content, because content's always first. That's his moneymaker. That's his talent. That's his gift. But it's important not to deviate. If you're a streamer, make your stream as the best you can be. If you make music, it's okay to, you know, take 3 months off, get a job, get your money up so you can afford more studio time. But make sure you're back in that stew, bro. If you're a cook, bro, it's cool that you leave for culinary school and not touch a fucking kitchen for 3 months, but you come back in that kitchen. Always keep the main thing the main thing. If you do this, that is what you are. Keep it until you are where you want to go, and DDG's been doing that. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. All right, that's it. Hold on, I didn't want to say this, but the music too, like DDG got literally platinum records as a YouTuber. Like, bro, like what? You can be like, oh, his music corny, trash, whatever, but the nigga has 2 platinum records, bro. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for DDG. There's some traits that he has outside of content that I really respect, from helping the community, like the YouTube, other creators, other black creators, from helping his family learn how to make money. I super duper respect that. That's a trait I'm gonna take. But you can not like, bro, you can say his music is trash, you can say he's corny, you can say he's cringy, but his impact and his statistics are undeniable. You feel me? And you gotta give him respect. You don't gotta like him, bro, but you gotta give him your respect. But closing thoughts, bro, you just gotta respect him. It's like, I respect greatness, I respect impactfulness, I respect being innovative, I respect pioneers, especially for an industry I wanna be in, like content. So it's like, bro, what can I do? Or what can you say? Like you can, anyway, but now I'm dick eating, bro. Okay, now I'm dick eating. But yeah, that's it for the video. If y'all want y'all's videos edited, I'm starting to do video editing for other people. So if you want y'all's video edited, here's my information, here's my rates, so y'all know what's up. Yeah, I'm taking video editing seriously. So if y'all want y'all's video edited, if y'all stream and y'all want me to edit pieces of y'all's VODs, I can do that. I can mute chat. I know how to blur chat. I know how to mute music. I know how to blur chat. I know how to do cuts. I know how to whatever. I can do whatever you need. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. This was a ball. I've had these thoughts about DDG for a while now, so it's not like this video is pretty easy to make. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I need to post that video. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Jana.